Hello lovelies. Can you feel that strange silence that makes the air heavy? It's not the kind of quiet that feels normal, it's the type that draws your mind in and refuses to let go. Everywhere people look, they are waiting for Maurice Sam to drop something about his new project, but all they get is silence. That silence has now become the loudest sound, and fans can't stop asking themselves questions. Why has Maurice chosen to stay calm when everyone expects him to speak? Why is he letting this suspense grow so wide? It's almost like this calmness is no longer ordinary but a real strategy that is pulling more attention than any announcement. Fans are restless, waiting for him to even share a small clue. But instead, the mystery deepens every day. This has turned into a game of patience, and the more he holds back, the more people chase after hidden meanings. Everyone is now convinced that this silence is not just empty, it feels like a powerful move. But what could be behind it? That's the question shaking everywhere. Do you remember how fans once loved seeing Maurice Sam and Wats together? The way they moved so closely left people smiling and cheering, as if nothing could come between them. But now, that shine looks faded, and it is impossible not to notice. What once felt warm now feels cold, and this sudden change has left people whispering in corners. Fans keep asking themselves what could have happened between the two of them. Did something shift quietly, or was this distance building for a long time? The silence around it only makes the whispers louder. Everyone is looking back at the days when their bond felt strong, comparing it with the way things look now. That closeness fans celebrated has somehow melted into something distant, and no one has given a clear reason why. People are not just noticing, they are questioning, and that questioning has become another mystery tied to Maurice. The truth is, when something once so bright starts to look dim, it always stirs curiosity. Could this be the end of their bond, or just a phase? The suspense is eating deep. Have you noticed how little jokes online are no longer funny the way they used to be? What was once a harmless comment now feels like it carries a heavy meaning. People take simple words and start building big stories around them. And the reason is clear: silence. When celebrities don't speak, every light joke suddenly transforms into a possible scandal. The laughter fades, and in its place, you see arguments, debates, and endless interpretations. This is exactly what is happening around Maurice Sam now. Every little post, every passing comment, is stretched into something bigger. The quietness around him has made people restless, and instead of just enjoying normal gist, they are now treating every sentence like a clue. It shows how quickly things can change when those in the spotlight choose not to talk. The jokes no longer sound simple, they sound suspicious, and that suspicion has created a storm where none should exist. The silence is shaping the way people react, and it is making even harmless words look dangerous. That is how fast ordinary gist can turn into something everyone argues about. There was a birthday party recently, and fans are still talking about it. Maurice Sam and Wats were both there, in the same space, but the atmosphere between them was far from normal. Instead of the closeness people once admired, they acted distant. You know that kind of tension you can almost feel even without words. That's exactly how it looked. People noticed immediately, and they didn't hold back from sharing their thoughts. The energy in the room didn't match what everyone expected from them. The silence, the lack of warm interaction, it all felt unusual. Fans who once enjoyed their bond were left asking themselves what could have changed. Why did they appear so cold when they were right there together? The whisper started spreading fast, and what should have been a joyful moment turned into another puzzle. The scene added fuel to the belief that something has shifted between them. A birthday that should have ended with smiles instead ended with people wondering. That distance has now become another story in the growing mystery around Maurice and Pearl. Some fans have taken their frustration further, and the words they are using are not soft at all. They call Maurice Sam selfish. According to them, the only time he pays Sonia real attention is when other actors come close to her. This has sparked plenty of heated discussions because fans are divided. Some believe there might be truth in it, while others say it's unfair to label him that way. Still, the gist refuses to go away. People keep watching his interactions closely, trying to measure when and how he reacts to Sonia. The silence from Maurice about this matter has not helped either. Instead of clearing things up, the quietness leaves room for more suspicion. Fans want to see consistency, but they are not getting it, and that gap has led to these harsh words. To call someone selfish is not small, and hearing it tied to Maurice has made the gist louder. Whether it's true or not, the perception is out there, and it has now become another big part of the story surrounding him. One big question keeps hanging in the air, and it refuses to die down. Why haven't Sonia and Maurice collaborated under their own productions yet? Fans are restless because they believe such a move could have been magical. Both of them have strong talents, and the thought of seeing them build something together excites many. But the longer the silence lasts, the more that excitement turns into curiosity, and curiosity becomes suspicion. People want answers, but no answers are coming. That absence of explanation only deepens the mystery. Instead of enjoying the projects they are currently working on, fans continue to focus on the collaboration that never happened. Every passing day makes it harder to ignore. Questions keep rolling around, and all they are met with is silence. It's almost as if the silence has now become the main story, louder than any announcement. The mystery around why Sonia and Maurice have not produced something together is stronger than ever, and fans are left hanging on hope and endless questions. The more you look at Maurice Sam's calmness, the more it feels like a weapon. It doesn't come across as ordinary quietness anymore, it looks deliberate, as though every silence is planned. Fans are beginning to believe that this is how he pulls attention to himself. One calm step, and suddenly, everyone is trying to decode what it means. It works almost like a magnet, pulling people deeper into speculation. The more he holds back, the more people chase after the unseen. It is strange, but it is effective. Instead of needing to explain or defend himself, he allows silence to do the work. And that silence keeps spreading, creating waves that make even small issues look big. It's no longer just about what Maurice says or doesn't say, it's about how his quietness turns into noise everywhere else. People can't help but fall into it, trying to interpret what is not there. That is why this calmness looks less like weakness and more like a strategy. And the suspense it creates keeps growing. One of the most surprising things about silence is how it can transform simple situations into storms. Right now, harmless comments no longer look harmless because celebrities refuse to address them. What would normally fade away in laughter now grows into a heated debate. People are left to interpret, and interpretations rarely stay small. That's exactly the situation surrounding Maurice Sam at the moment. The silence has made little things blow out of proportion. Fans are not only talking, they are arguing, creating different meanings from every simple comment. This has shown that without clarification, harmless words can become dangerous. The space left open by silence quickly fills up with suspicion. What would normally pass unnoticed now becomes a story on its own. That is why the quietness around him is making even the smallest matters look like scandals. It is proof of how silence can shape a story and keep everyone hooked. The whispers about Maurice and Pearl have not stopped, and they don't seem to be slowing down. Fans keep looking back at their bond, comparing what it once was with what it now looks like. The closeness that once drew people in has shifted, and everyone wants to understand why. Did something happen behind the scenes? Or did time simply change things? No one knows, and no one is talking. That silence is what makes the whispers louder. People can't help but notice the difference, and with no answers, they fill the gap with their own ideas. The story keeps spreading, not because of what has been said, but because of what has not been said. Maurice and Pearl are at the center of these questions, and until they speak or act differently, fans will continue to wonder. This change in closeness has now become another big gist, and it keeps growing stronger. Every time Sonia and Maurice's names come up together, the energy in the room shifts. People lean closer, expecting something exciting to drop. But instead of clarity, what they meet is silence. That silence is not empty, it feeds the curiosity even more. Fans keep wondering why these two have not joined forces under their own productions, and the absence of explanation makes the suspense deeper. The more people talk, the more they expect, and yet nothing is confirmed. That waiting has turned into a story on its own. It's not just about whether they will work together, but why they haven't already. The suspense lingers, and it follows them everywhere. Instead of ending, the curiosity keeps multiplying, and fans refuse to let the thought go. Their silence has made this collaboration one of the most talked about mysteries. It is almost as if people are holding their breath, waiting for that big reveal that has not yet come. So guys, that's all for now. Have a great day and bye.